Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Silence, and I'm your chief show attendant. On behalf of the two hosts and the rest of the crew, welcome aboard Weird Wednesday Flight number 13, non-stop, from your current location to parts unknown. Our flight will be of about 2 hours, and we'll be flying at the speed of sound. At this time, make sure your seatbelts and joystick are in full position. Your seatbelts are fastened. Enjoy the ride.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to Weird Wednesday.
Where's the
And
Facebook link?
yeah, I was sitting here trying to do that during the intro, and it's going to take a minute because FaceLink dumped FaceLink. Shitbook, Facebook, fuckbook, dropped the link. So I'm going to have to try to open it up again. Fuck, I hate Facebook. And ever since I quit posting on there, they seem to.
I thought though that we were still within the freaking time. It's only 9:04.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I was just freaking the fuck out.
Yet another reason why I hate Facebook.
So wait, all the links though that are out, are they still gonna work or do we have to repost it?
I don't know. I'm gonna try to see if I can fix it real quick.
Yay! Sorry everybody. We tried to be so prepared again this time.
Turd ball Facebook. No, I
We
don't.
really do. We really do. Hi Marie. Hi Meg. And William. Hello, William. And Janice. Hi, Janice. Did I say hi to Meg? Hello, Meg. And I see Azariana. Azariana. I know how to say it, but then when I say it fast, I always mess it up.
Yeah.
For everybody joining right now, we're having some Facebook technical difficulty. We're trying to get the links back up right now. But we do have a Voices from Beyond Cold Case file tonight. I already checked my portal out and it's working pretty well. And it's just one of those ones where the mom just wants to have answers before she passes. And this is one that's gone out to like the citizens where they're looking for help from anybody that'll help at this point. Just, armchair detectives, anything. So things like this, if we can hit on anything that the family can go back to and listen, that might help. Then that'll be a good thing. I have gotten emails and things from family members before who have heard these type of sessions done before and either said that they had heard things that we wouldn't know, but it helped them out a lot, or gave more information in case something else did come through later. So it's always interesting to see how these come out. And last time when we did it for Larry, Larry's name came out. So when I preset it up this time, I said it was for Karen. I forgot her last name. So if they say her name again, that'll be cool. For validation reasons.
This thing,
Yeah, Laura. Yeah, what was that?
this thing is being a royal pain in the ass.
Yeah, Laura. We're fixing the Facebook link right now. If we have to just start a whole brand new one, we'll just send that out.
Now it says an error has occurred on YouTube. Is anybody still here? Is Facebook link working now?
I don't know, because I went and started deleting shit off of my page because I didn't know, like, if my link fucked something up, or I don't even see a link anymore on this one. Wait.
Okay, it says we're live on Facebook now. And it says we're live on YouTube. I don't know. Is it lying to me? Is anybody still here? It must be the aliens, exactly. Damn aliens.
But I don't see it on Facebook. Like, where is it?
It should be on the Weird Wednesday page.
The first thing I see on Weird Wednesday is my generic post I put up earlier.
Okay, Marianne sees us. Let me
There it is.
You got it? Cool, I got it. Stupid ass Facebook.
We seriously try really hard not to have problems if this happens.
But hey, it is weird. It is Wednesday, and we have technical issues beyond our control. So I'm not going to worry about it. So, how's everybody doing on this weird and strange Wednesday? It's funny, our the whole coronavirus thing, the whole whatever COVID, whatever it's called, devil's lettuce disease. I don't know what's the new thing they're calling it now. Anyways, I live in Florida, and our governor is like, nope, we're not shutting the state down. Screw it, we're staying open. And now the city that I live in, St. Augustine, they're talking about mandating a shutdown. And supposedly they've been telling businesses that they need to shut down or they're going to fine them, which is highly illegal because they can't do that. So our town has been dealing with a little bit of its own shit show with the COVID thing.
Yeah, we're in lockdown.
Yeah.
Honestly, it still feels the same as it was. It's like I went to the store the other day, it's like still the same. It's all the same.
Yeah.
Just wear your mask.
Yep, I wear a mask when I go in the grocery store. If somebody has a sign up, if I go in their business and, they want you to wear a mask, if there's something in there I want, I just put the damn mask on, I go and get it. And when I leave, I take the mask off. Simple as that. I don't pitch a fit. But today, man, I don't know what was going on today. It was raining here. And it's Florida. And when it rains, people here, they can drive in mud and sand but like when it rains, you would think. I mean, it rains here all the time, but man, when it rains here,
That everyone forgets how to drive.
yeah, they forget how to drive. You know, it's like
Just
taking
like
Darcy to work.
California.
Yeah, it's taking Darcy to work, and I'm like, oh, look at that, dude just got hit by a car on a bicycle, like right out in the middle of the freeway, just pelted. And a little bit later, I'm like cruising over on the island, and I was gonna stop at this little discount grocery store place, and I was like, no, I'll just go up to the grocery store. And so I went to the grocery store, and I'm coming back, and right where I was gonna pull in at this little discount grocery place, there's a freaking car completely upside down, like it's like a 40-mile-an-hour zone. It's like, how the hell do you flip your car there? There's another car that's all smashed up. Then it's like I was out at the surfboard shop yesterday, and like you can almost time it like by the clock. Like you look at the clock and it'll say 4 o'clock, and usually within a couple of minutes you'll hear sirens. Like people are getting off work and just, I don't know,
ramming into each other.
Yeah, people just suck here when it comes to driving. They just suck.
Florida sucks.
California sucks.
Yeah, it does too.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
California.
like it, but you know, it is some crazy people.
No, I love California. It's like my home, but I don't like the way it's run.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't like being lumped into the California mentality because I don't have the California mentality.
No, not at all.
I'm still getting situated here.
Cool. All right. Everybody says the Facebook link is working now. Sorry about
Okay. I'm just trying to now re-put the YouTube links underneath all the other ones. And then I'll be ready.
Yeah, some of the traffic lights here. Yeah. There's one right down the road from my house. And I'll be coming home at night, like late or something. There's two actually. And there'll be like no cars on the road, you know, and the light will change. And I'm sitting at the red light. I'm like, you know, there's a cross street there. There's no cars, like anywhere to be seen. I'm like, why the hell is the light red here now? And I'm just sitting there. I'm like on the main drag, you know, just sitting there, sitting there, sitting there, sitting there. I'm like, screw it. You know, just have to go through it. And there's another one right down the road from my house. Same thing. I'll be coming home at night, not a car in sight. Freaking light will change. And if you pull up, if you cross the line just by a foot, it will not trigger the light to change. And you can sit there for 30 minutes and the damn light won't change. Got to back up and then it'll click. It'll change right away. Like, man. And they got cameras everywhere now. So I know one of these days I'm just going to be impatient and sitting there, sitting there, sitting there, sitting there, and looking around going, this is ridiculous, and go through the light. And I'll, like 2 days later, I'll have a ticket in the mail. Yeah, we got our share of rain today here. Of course, you know, I have a big fiberglass project going on outside, so wasn't doing it today. Got cold and it rained all day. Not resin and fiberglass's best friend.
I'm confused as hell. I don't know why the collective has our thing showing. I don't even think it's the same flyer. I don't know, but it's from 9/30/20. This is like an old one.
Yeah,
saying
the flyer
that it's,
today.
huh?
The flyer from today is an old flyer.
But it
And
says the video's live now, but like everything says it's from 9:30. And that's not my copy paste stuff. Everything's from today's date. So I don't even know where this is like old description came from.
yeah, I have no clue.
I'm just deleting it. I'm today.
I'm sitting here looking at StreamYard right now, and it says Weird Wednesday for 12/16/20, 12/16/20, 12/16/20, all the way across.
I don't
But yeah, the
know.
date's wrong on YouTube. I don't know. I give up. We're live, so whatever it is, what it is, I suppose.
Yeah. Anyways. Oh, there's Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy.
Must be the aliens. The electronic gnomes.
And Rawl.
Showing up in the corner right up there.
And Christina.
Yeah, the spirits might be.
This totally threw me off.
Yeah, since I cleared that land out in back of my house. Well, since I had it cleared, I should say. I didn't clear it. The guy in the bulldozer cleared it. But yeah, I told you I found that like it's an old well or something back there.
That is a trip.
Yeah.
Have you dropped it? Tape recorder down it yet?
Not yet, but you know, it's kind of filled in. He pushed some stuff in it until he saw there was water coming out of it. But I went out there and went exploring a little bit, and I was like, I probably shouldn't like crawl down in this hole because I don't know how deep it actually is.
And you might sink through.
Yeah, but I found there's like there's old red bricks like.
Oh no!
Yeah, so there was something there. I don't know what it was.
Bring the metal detector out next.
Yeah, I've always had this kind of strange feeling about the back of my property, and lo and behold, there used to be something back there. Who knows what it is? I'm gonna have to do some more exploring. I'm gonna take some pictures and maybe post them somewhere this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a stick, and
So it's like a spring right now, basically, like just the dirt with the water seeping out.
Yeah, like when the day he was clearing it, I mean, I went back there and looked at it, you know, because I was like, "How big is the hole?" And he's like, "Oh, it's big enough to swallow the whole dozer." And I'm like, "Holy shit!" I went back there and looked at it, you know, after he came back out and said, "Man, there's water coming out of the ground." And yeah, I mean, it was full of crystal clear water.
Wow.
So I don't know what it is. Weird. I'm gonna have to maybe research some of this property or something because as far as
you do,
there's like never been anything here as far as I know, but I'm wrong because there's definitely something has been here.
Those were the best places. Some of the old, like the restaurants out here, they have the old pictures of Livermore when it used to be Harrisville, and they show you the way the towns used to look and everything, because it's like an old 1800s town.
Yeah.
But then you find out where the schoolhouses were, where the outhouses were, and you can just see the erosion in parts of the land. You find old parts of foundations and stuff.
Yeah.
Dig around there, metal detector around there. I think you'll probably find something cool.
Yeah.
Or just unearth something cool.
Yeah.
It can end up being like a cool little kick-it spot too.
Yeah.
You might end up making like a really cool kick-it spot.
I wish it was,
do some ghost boxing back there.
I wish it was Texas tea coming out of there. But yeah, so far it's just clear water. And it's weird because usually, like the wells around here, artesian or sulfur or whatever, they smell like farts, but this doesn't stink. So who knows? Who knows what it is? I gotta go do a little bit more exploring for sure.
He's got one of those magnets, Mike, but I don't think it's that kind of a well.
Buried in the backyard, exactly. I used to love her, but I had to kill her. I got my own well to dispose of the bodies back there.
Did you know what that song was really about?
What's that?
A dog.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. Everyone thinks about like his wife or a girl or something, but it was about a dog.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it's a true story or not, but that's what it was written about.
Yeah,
Just
that's right.
random factoid of the night.
That's what I thought at first was, oh, we got a sinkhole. Remember I was talking
That's what it probably looks like, a sinkhole.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a sinkhole or a stink hole. Doesn't stink, so.
Yeah, because all that nasty ground hasn't been busted open yet.
Yeah, who knows? Could be
Don't go falling in it and getting some freaking brain-eating amoeba disease.
Yeah. Yeah, I got magnets. I could chuck a magnet in there. Who knows what I'd pull up? Cannonballs. Yeah, I'm hoping. That would be cool if it was an artesian, free-flowing artesian well.
Who what now?
If it was just a free-flowing well, that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. You grow some plants out there. You put up some chicken wire from the wildlife. That's always the best. Natural spring, you don't do shit. Just go check on it.
Yeah, I'll have to go down to the Hysterical Society and see if I can dig up the deets on this property.
That's badass. You've always been drawn back there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I'd sit on the porch, and like look out there. I always wonder. I gotta figure out what's in those woods. I know there's something. Lo and behold, there is. Leave it to me. I would have the weird shit on my property.
Dang, we're already 24 minutes in with the Facebook thing. You want to get one of these articles popped out?
Sure. Leave it to me. I just have one tonight. That's another morbid one.
Okay. I'm going to start. I didn't think this one I should read, but.
Which one are you going to do?
I'm going to start with the Zodiac. So 51 years later, coded message attributed to the Zodiac killer has been solved, the FBI says. The code has long baffled cryptographers, law enforcement agents, and armchair sleuths obsessed with the shadowy killer who was blamed for 5 murders in the 1960s. It took 51 years to crack, but one of the taunting messages written in code and attributed to the Zodiac killer has been solved, according to the FBI. The mysterious 340-character cipher, which was mailed to the San Francisco Chronicle in November 1969, does not reveal the killer's identity, but it does build up on his image as an attention-seeking killer who reveled in terrorizing the Bay Area in the late 1960s. I hope you're having lots of fun and trying to catch me, and I am not afraid of the gas chamber, are 2 of the dark boasts in the message, according to David, a software developer in Virginia, who said he had decrypted the cipher with the help of Sam, an applied mathematician in Melbourne, Australia, and Jarl, a warehouse operator and computer programmer in Belgium. A dude who runs a website about the Zodiac killers ciphers said he was excited to have solved the code after 14 years of trying to break it, but he said he was also worried about the effect it might have on the victims' families. The message in that cipher, I don't see it as being helpful to them, he said. It's more of the same junk the killer liked to write about. It's just intended to hurt people and make them afraid. The FBI, which employs a team of code crackers in its cryptanalysis and racketeering records unit, said it had verified his claim of having broken the code, known as the 340 cipher. The agency said the cipher was one of 4 attributed to the killer and was first submitted to an FBI lab on November 13th, 1969. The Bureau said it had received the solution on December 5th from a cryptologic receiver. Over the past 51 years, CRRU has reviewed numerous proposed solutions from the public, none which had merit, the FBI said in a statement. The cipher was recently solved by a team of 3 private citizens. The FBI's San Francisco field office also released a statement on the breakthrough, which was reported San Francisco Chronicle Friday. The statement said the field office was aware the cipher attributed to the Zodiac killer was recently solved by private citizens. The Zodiac killer case remains an ongoing investigation for the FBI San Francisco division and our local law enforcement partners, the office said. The Zodiac killer terrorized multiple communities across Northern California, and even 3 decades have gone by. We continue to seek justice for the victims of these brutal crimes. So that's pretty interesting. My mom used to work at an A&W out there when she was a teenager, and one night everybody had to duck and cover. The police had come in because they had thought the Zodiac was actually there and had left. So she always trips thinking, maybe she served him or, maybe she had crossed paths, but, she remembers all that.
Wow.
When it happened, it was a horrible, horrible thing.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. 51 years. I do want to know, though, what it says. I mean, it's easy to say they cracked something.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, is it available for people to read if they want to read it?
Well, speaking of killing people and whatnot, a 3-year-old Cincinnati boy was last seen on December 4th, remains missing after the discovery Saturday of the body of his 29-year-old mother, who had been stabbed repeatedly and left near a bridge over the Ohio River. Authorities identified the stabbing victim as Nitisha Latmore, and later the same day, they arrested 20-year-old Doshawn Brown on a charge of murder in connection with her death, police said. Investigators say the suspect was Latmore's boyfriend, and Brown was in court Monday and ordered held on a $1 million bond, according to the outlet. An attorney who Latmore's son, Nilo, said hasn't been seen for the last 10 days. A call to the police about 3:15 a.m. Saturday reported that the mother's body was near what is known locally as the Purple People Bridge, Cincinnati police said in a news release. Anybody in the chat room that lives in Cincinnati? On Sunday, Latmore family members were at the Riverfront Park, Yeatman's Cove, identified a stroller that appeared to belong to the female victim, and the police dive team searched for both evidence and the missing boy near the bridge. My sister was a sweet, quiet girl. Nitisha's sister, Monique Ross, told the newspaper, "Our hearts are broken. We hope they find Nalo safe and we can bring him home." She said Nalo's mother was preparing to start school and she never went anywhere without him. Court documents allege that Brown stabbed Latmore at the Melrose Avenue apartment around December 11th, with investigators basing that allegation on a video and crime scene evidence in addition to the witnesses' statements. Circumstances regarding the December 4th disappearance of the child are unknown. Police said the boy with black hair and brown eyes was last reported seen around noon on that day at the same Melrose Avenue apartment building. So far, police have been unable to publicly update the timeline of his disappearance and ask anyone with information to call Crime Stoppers at 513-352-3040 or detectives at 513-352-0948. So yeah, they found her dead by the bridge. Her little boy has disappeared, so they don't know if he's dead or alive, and the piece of shit boyfriend has been arrested. And I would just say, if that was my kid, give me like 10 minutes and he wouldn't need a court appearance, he'd need a body bag. Just my thoughts on the matter.
Yeah. Limb by limb till at least tells you where the boy is.
Yep.
So, speaking of, I guess, removable limbs and body parts, we have, their segues are horrible.
Yeah.
Japan. Wearing someone else's face. Hyper-realistic masks to go on sale in Japan. Of course, my conspiracy paranoid brain starts thinking about ways that this just could go wrong. The way it can me. And one way is, you wear it into a store. You walk under security. You could look like anybody already with our snap filters. They get every angle of our face, doing these movements, to play these games where they're actually mapping our entire everything down to our voice. And then I just think how that can all be used against you. But yeah, masks that look like people's faces. A year into the coronavirus epidemic, a Japanese retailer has come up with a new take on the theme of facial camouflage, a hyper-realistic mask that models a stranger's features in 3 dimensions. This person's masks won't protect you or others against the virus, but they will lend you the exact appearance of an identified Japanese adult whose features have been printed onto them. Mask shops in Venice will probably not buy or sell faces, but that is something that's likely to happen in fantasy stories, he told Reuters. The masks will go on sale early next year for 98,000 yen, which is $950 a piece, at his Tokyo shop. And I'm not giving his name. His products are popular as accessories for parties and theatrical performance. He chose his model, whom he paid 40,000 yen from, for more than 100 applicants who sent him their photos, which he launched the project in October. An artisan then reworked the winning image created on a 3D printer. That's what I was saying, they could just 3D print this crap. Initial inquiry suggests demand for the masks will be strong, he says. As often the case with customers of my shop, there are not so many people who buy face masks for specific purposes. Most see them as art pieces. So he gradually plans to add new faces, including some from overseas, to the lineup. But yeah, would you walk around with somebody else's face on?
It's like modern day Leatherface,
Your tongue.
Yeah. I mean, I like masks and stuff. I've always been fascinated with masks. I wanted to be a mask builder, but the technology's cool. But then you have, the asshole humans that will take advantage of the technology and use it for the wrong thing, like
robbing a bank. Yeah. And then being identified as somebody you're not.
Yeah. Yeah, great way to frame somebody,
Right? Like, I could just think of all the ways this could screw me.
It's like, no, I swear I wasn't there. Well, facial recognition says you were.
40,000 yen. Okay, so what? If it was 950 for, okay, so they got like 4,000 $4,500 or something for it.
Yeah, the price will come down.
To have their face reproduced over and over again.
Exactly. Puts the lotion on its skin.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, right away. I mean, there's the part of me that's like, wow, that's kind of cool, and then there's the part of me that's like, oh yeah, that's going to be used for the wrong reasons.
It would be creepy, like I wouldn't want like my own face hanging on the wall like that. Like it'd be like my dead face hanging on the wall. Like I don't want to look at that.
Are
I
you
don't
gonna?
want my friend's face hanging on the wall.
Yeah. Are you gonna? Speaking of, it puts the lotion on its skin. You go over to somebody's house and they're gonna answer the door. Some dude with a girl's face on and wearing a little nightie.
Or it's going to ask you out to dinner. You're going to come over, sit down, and be like this, and then you're going to look up, and your face is going to be hanging on the wall. Like, what the? Like, dude, you got my mask on, like, your wall? Like,
Yep.
Creepy.
Yeah, and then slap that on a robot, and there you go.
All hell's broken loose.
There goes the neighborhood.
There goes it.
There's the AI sex robot with somebody's face.
Yeah, not to mention how they could deface your face.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, when you include sex robots in there, then it could go down a whole nother rabbit hole.
Okay, well.
Speaking of holes.
Don't have a segue for this, but a trans woman was arrested for using Craigslist
to
look for a horse to bang.
Yeah.
Arizona woman arrested on bestiality charges after placing an ad on Craigslist seeking a horse for sex.
Wow.
Yes. An Arizona trans woman arrested on bestiality charges after placing an ad on Craigslist seeking a horse for sex. The woman, identified as Donald Waldy, posted the ad on the Missed Connections section of Phoenix Craigslist. How would that be a missed connection? Hey, I heard you, in a corner, I fed you a sugar cube and you walk by, I mean, I'm not making light of it because bestiality makes me as sick as anything else like that. But come on, Craigslist. In the post, she said she was looking for a male horse to commit the act of fellatio. Stating her age, she wrote, "I want to play with a male horse, simple as that. If you have access to a male horse and can allow me access to the male horse, then contact me, please. I will do something in return." The disgusting ad caught the eye of another Craigslist user who reported the Maricopa County Police. An undercover detective posing as a person interested in the offer then counteracted the woman on Craigslist. During a subsequent conversation, the woman revealed she wanted to perform oral sex on the horse. Unaware she was conversing with an undercover cop, the woman agreed to meet up. On the day of the meeting, the detectives brought along a horse so they could bust her. While negotiating the deal, the officers revealed their identity and arrested the woman. They then charged her with bestiality for trying to arrange a hookup with a horse. When questioned by the police, Donald admitted to posting the ad and her sexual intentions with the horse. Cases like this are tough to talk about, but we will always go after those who commit sex acts on animals. They should be castrated.
No.
Send all hate mail to myself. This
Just
isn't the first incident someone has tried to rent a horse online for sex. Just recently, state police arrested a 53-year-old Dauphin County man for attempting to arrange a sexual encounter with a horse. Jesus Christ.
Jesus ain't got nothing to do with this. Oh my goodness.
Come on. And then another one asked if she could rent her horse for train. Come on, people.
It gets better. I read that article when you sent it to me.
He asked if she could rent the horse so they could perform. So a couple want to have a threesome with the horse. He told them that him and his wife are open-minded. They like to try different things. Does not include animals. In disgust, the women reported the incident to the police. Dude, I'd get that divorce. State police obtained clearance to conduct a one-way recording and then arranged for the horse owner to contact. Oh, but he didn't want to have intercourse. He just wanted to stimulate it.
Oh.
Okay. Anyways.
I did not have sexual relations with that horse.
Anybody thinking about it, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't lend your animals out to this. I can't believe there's that many people.
Yeah, wow.
That think that's a good idea.
See,
it kills the sheep. The sheep die.
You know, is what would happen in a perfect world was they would give her the horse, and right when she, went to blow the horse, it would just turn on and kick her in the head and kill her. And that would be, wow, problem solved.
Well, what I want to know is, okay, they brought the horse down there, and like it went for murder, that you have to actually get the words, yes, I know, they're going to be dead forever and I'm paying for it. Or for drugs, actually have to get the drugs, did they have to, did she have to, okay, once she actually touched the horse, they busted her. How far did they make her go before they're like, oh, that's it, pull the plug on this one?
Were they
Put back in the trailer?
Wait a minute, we got to see this. Okay.
And the poor horse that had to come over, the poor horse had to take one for the team.
Yeah.
This makes me absolutely mad. Hearing stuff like that makes me want to literally have 5 minutes just to beat the shit out of this person. Just straight up.
With a tire iron.
I don't even need it.
Yep.
Sick. So, on another note.
Can't get much worse than that, can it?
No, I think that was the worst.
Okay. Wow. Hey, you want to come over this afternoon? Sure. What do you want to do? I don't know. Let's go find a horse to blow. Yeah, can you see that conversation going down? I
could see me then taking my foot to their face. Like you said, what?
I gotta rearrange my sock drawer.
Yeah, I can't say much more. I plead to the fifth, but people have made the mistake of saying some shit in front of me that they probably wish they didn't. Don't take it lightly.
Undercover police horse, exactly.
So, we've got the Karen Bodine. We could probably start that. I can't remember how many minutes the story explanation is that we did, and then we can run the questions.
Oh crap, you sent me a video, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. It's on Skype.
Aha, I knew I was missing something.
I have my notes. I could just read it back out loud.
Let me see if it'll play off the link that you sent me. And
It's just basically still me reading it, just looking at the picture.
Here we go. Will it work? Will it work? I know there was a link to it here somewhere. That's not it. Where is it?
This holiday season, wake up.
No, I don't want to wake up to that. Okay.
I still haven't got the WD-40. Remember I said that every year at the other house and I still never got WD-40?
Yeah.
This is a whole other chair. It's just like my
reach out to me and just reiterate how beautiful inside out.
It's my OBS
Style, how she did her
with that
hair.
lady's picture. It's like an OBS file.
She was gorgeous, like drop dead
Is
gorgeous,
this it?
like physically.
No,
But a lot of times,
it's just that picture. And it's here. I can just read it.
Okay.
If you want to put the picture up
Yeah.
that you had. Let me find it. I saved it just in case. Okay. So, a mother's dying wish. What happened? Oh, let me cover the freaking vent. Okay. What happened to Karen Bodine? Will a mother's dying wish to know who murdered and dumped her daughter's naked body near a landfill be answered? It's no secret that Washington State has been called a breeding ground of serial killers like Ted Bundy and the Green River Killer. With all of its natural beauty and stunning landscapes, this area of the U.S. can be equally as dangerous and horrifying. There is nothing more dangerous than a hunter searching for human trophies. Karen Bodine, 37, was a loving Seattle mother of 3 children. She had battled addiction off and on for years, but her family had always rallied to help Karen and her children. Karen's parents adopted her kids in a mutual agreement. Karen lived separately but was very much part of her children's lives. According to the timeline, Karen had been in a crisis the weekend of her murder in January 2007. Friday, she had been forced out of the apartment she was living with her boyfriend because of a domestic violence situation. For the rest of the weekend, detectives believe she was hanging out with a rough crowd in an alleged drug house in the early morning hours of Monday. Her body was found near the entrance to an old gravel quarry in Thurston County. Right there, I feel like something has to do with that domestic violence and her disappearing, whether she came back for her stuff and they got into a fight and he knew she'd be with them people, told the cops, oh, she's out getting high, and, went and dumped her. I feel like something right off the bat tells me he knows something. Karen's youngest child was in 6th grade. Her middle child was a freshman. And Carly, her oldest, was a senior in high school. When Carly got the devastating news She fell to the ground in horror. Original news reports of the murder described Karen as a drug addict and a transient. Carly believes that since the media had painted her mother negatively, the case didn't get the attention it deserved and police didn't put time into the case. She did have a drug and alcohol problems, but that was on and off throughout her life. It was more off than on, Kaylee said. The public often follows law enforcement's lead on whether or not they see a case as important or not. And, that is true. Once you paint a victim as trash, a criminal, or less than worthy of concern, the police will write off the victim. The police and the public should understand they are being played. Criminals know that prostitutes, drug dealers, criminals, lowlifes, and addicts never get the full attention, thereby leading the killer the opportunity to get away with the crime. So, between the cops not doing anything, between internet sleuths, genetic genealogists, family members, victims, and GED Match, the world of crime solving is opening up to be a community affair. And now journalists Karen Aroso and Kim Shepard are part of the formula. Carly contacted Aroso and Shepard, the hosts of the Seattle-based Scene of the Crime podcast, when she was referred. Victimology. The real story is important, not just for the family, but to law enforcement and internet sleuths. The real story is part of the victimology. The victimology can often lead to the aspects of the killer. Who would select this victim? Who would select this dump site? Who would select this manner of death, this cause of death, this time, this day, this year? The two gals have experience in the newsroom and know not only how to tell a story, they know how to find answers. It was always the smaller questions that kept them up at night. Okay, this is just personal blah blah. Talking about why they got into what they do. Dedicated detective takes a fresh look. The family had a renewed hope when Detective Mickey Hamilton started investigating the case, even though he wasn't assigned to the case and it isn't a cold case detective. Hamilton says he learned about Karen's murder when he was new on patrol. Part of his patrol area was the dump site where her body was found, so he would drive by often. The way Karen's body had been dumped, naked and posed with a ligature still tied around her neck, has always haunted Hamilton. After driving by the site many times when he became a detective, he wanted to help. And that's why I think she came back, and it might have been like a heat of the crime fight. Maybe he grabbed her and then panicked, tied something around her neck and took her clothes off and dumped her out by the drug area to make it look like a sex crime. That's just like what my gut keeps telling me. So she was found 4 miles north of Highway 12, less than a quarter mile. The area is a dump site. Other criminals use this area to ditch stolos and other illegally dumped debris. It's known as a place for deer and duck hunting. Cleared entrance to the gravel road appears to be a secondary scene to Karen's case. This means she was killed somewhere else and driven here and staged. Her head was resting on a discarded child car seat. Why did the killer remove all of her clothing but leave a ligature around her neck? Crowd-solve opportunity. During a break in the case, October 19, Hamilton submitted her cold case. Crowd-solve is a true crime event that brings together citizen sleuths, detectives working the case, and experts to review the file and try to collectively solve the case. The biggest piece of evidence they have are the 3 different DNA samples investigators say were found on her body. And so basically, there was some on her body, some on, they don't know if it was on the rope, the ligature or what. Saying if you untie the knot, maybe there's some, DNA inside there. They wanted to pay to have the testing done quicker. They wouldn't let them do that because, not everybody can pay to get their stuff done faster. So they've got the DNA, but they still can't run it. And then it comes down to like what type of a knot was it, trying to get like a profile on the killer. So basically, that's what we got. And they want the grandma to have time to see her daughter's murder solved. I'm so scared she's going to die without having the peace of mind of just knowing what happened to her daughter. Anyone with information on the case is urged to contact Detective Mickey Hamilton at 360-786-5279. And so if we're able to get any answers or clues or anything that can help, every little bit helps.
Yeah.
So I've got Spiritus set up.
Welcome to Spiritus.
Welcome to Spiritus. Nose stuffy. Questions are now.
Welcome to Spiritus.
Questions are set up today. Was that too loud?
Good to me.
I just can't hear you back when you talk. Until I finally buy that headphone piece. Oops. Hello.
I've lost mine. I had two of them and I lost both.
I've had Jason send me the link so many times and I just keep losing it. I keep saying each beginning of the month and then I forget. Hello. Do you know who we're talking about? Talked about it ahead of time? We want to help Karen's family. Does anybody know who killed Karen?
Good. 40.
The name of who killed Karen? How many people were involved?
Did you say Karen?
Was it Karen or Gary? Yeah. Did it have anything to do with the domestic violence situation? Was that fight? We have to listen back. Did her boyfriend do it? I don't know his name. Was it a heat of passion killing? Did he strangle her? Maybe tied the ligature around her neck? Tied it? Did they stage her? Trying to make it look like a sex crime? Who knows who killed Karen? Does somebody know who did it? Does the DNA found belong to the killer? Did she leave the apartment upset after the domestic violence situation? Go use, and did somebody else kill her? Somebody she was staying with? Or looking for drugs? Maybe she offered to do something for the drugs. What clues are being overlooked? Have the police already interviewed the killer? What would be helpful for law enforcement to know? Was it an accident or premeditated killing? Do you know if it was an accident? Did she come back to the apartment for some stuff and then a fight broke out? Is the apartment the main crime scene? Did any neighbors hear anything and they're too scared to talk? Who killed Karen? Any spirits have any messages to relay for Karen regarding the crime? Someone might hear them. Do the spirits have any messages to relay for Karen, for her family or friends? They say Karen or Darren.
I've heard Karen several times.
Well, thank you. I'm going to shut down and then Rob's going to talk to you, okay? In 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Run. Sleep.
Most.
All right, I'm going to ask the same questions that Jamie asked, and maybe a couple extras.
And shorten some of those ones, you know, where I was just like writing notes out. You don't have to ask it, like, just change it around.
First off, is I heard we're asking about Karen Bodine, and I heard Karen several times. Is Karen with us right now? Is Karen Bodine with us?
Yeah. Serena. Beautiful. Beautiful. Your layers now. Here.
John.
Give me into my playing.
Is she here, or is someone that knows her here?
Yeah, a little bit. I go just my next. I know, but done.
No.
Can you tell us who killed Karen?
Wait. Some of your get rid of.
Get rid of her.
So
Where did you get rid of her at?
They will.
well,
No.
some of your get rid of someone.
Side.
Can you tell us how many people were involved?
Things watching. You're probably exactly.
Are you watching?
How many people were involved?
Nails.
Please.
I heard one.
Anyway, I'll make sure that they just to make.
Relax.
Did it have anything to do with the domestic violence situation?
Smells that restless. They portray that they
On.
time and spend some.
Wait.
Make sure.
Did her boyfriend do this?
Ferocity. The box.
What?
Thinking outside.
Can you tell us a yes or a no? Did her boyfriend do this?
Smells that restless.
On.
Or and I'm just gonna. I'm catching my own. So.
Was it a heat of passion killing? Did he strangle her?
Panic.
Possibly tied the ligature around her?
Say panic.
Was it an accident?
So be it.
Again.
More
Hurt.
cutting through.
Who knows who killed Karen? Somebody has to know.
Motivation for them.
Punishment.
Right.
So.
Me.
What I'm going to
Does the DNA that they found belong to the killer?
Sit.
It's gonna go in it.
Right.
Okay.
Well.
Smells that breath.
Well,
Yeah.
Did she leave the apartment upset after the domestic violence situation? And somebody else killed her?
Each.
Smelling.
Food.
He.
Oh. The Miller.
What clues are being overlooked?
More
Leave and unhelpful.
to do.
Problems.
What I'm going.
What do we need to know about this?
Can't be afraid.
Portray.
Just
They
two.
portray.
Was.
Have the police already interviewed the killer?
The.
Enough to not a
Just.
Your needs are met.
Now.
Is the person that did this to Karen, are they still alive?
Prop.
Yep.
and to kill. Just so you don't get that.
Can you tell us something that law enforcement should know about this case?
Like and some 10 organized.
Roll. F.
Yeah, that was she. It works.
Was it an accident or a premeditated killing?
Then the fire.
Sit. Show that.
Next.
From this situation.
They're so sharp to the waters are so
Three. Paste. One.
3.
Did she come back to the apartment after the domestic violence situation?
House. Don't look.
Commence.
What?
Sustenance that rest
Sit. Nice.
goes open.
Pulse.
Was she killed in the apartment?
Peaceful.
I heard like peaceful. Ask if she was on drugs too. Not that it matters.
Fine.
Were there drugs involved in what happened to Karen?
Go. You.
Motivation for the
Mud.
even
Meth.
Pat.
stay ready organized. I have
Yeah.
Was somebody doing meth?
It was like methamphetamine.
Choose. Good.
take my own. Next.
Must.
Did any of the neighbors see or hear anything that they haven't talked about or are too scared to say anything?
So cool. Yeah. Yes.
Two. You. Low. Window. What?
Oh, so
Nails.
Can you give us the name of who killed Karen?
Milos. Right, raise them your ear. Oh, wait.
Pat.
Chill.
Came out.
One.
Nope. Yeah.
Whose facial layer?
Look.
Who knows what happened to Karen?
In the moon.
Make sure. There's
Sit. Down. No.
Sorry, Nick.
Are there any spirits that have any messages to relay to Karen regarding this crime?
Relax.
From this situation.
2.
8. 3.
Strike.
Yes. Yeah.
They're met. Your needs.
All right, last question. Can you tell us a name of who killed Karen?
Guess that wind.
Both.
Out. Text.
Into
What? And two.
Is Karen here with us right now?
Tell it. Okay. And when I tap. Relax. 10.
Give you.
Okay, spirits. Thanks for talking with us. I'll have to go back and listen to this again.
Did he go, Heathen?
Yeah. All right, we're going to turn this session off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Thanks, spirits. Cool. They got the countdown going big time that time.
Yeah. And we still got 21 minutes. I don't know if y'all still want to run the box for like 15 and then do like 15 cards or what y'all want to do.
I definitely heard the name Karen in there a few times.
Yeah, I know I heard it twice. A third time I wasn't so sure. But it's hard for me to hear in real time with the box next to me, like the way the sound's coming out. Did Karen come out on yours also?
Yeah, I heard it a couple of times. All right, I'm going to ask the spirit box again since a couple of people brought it up and I've heard it again. Who is Philip Bishop?
I can be your
As put
so that
this in just
Is Philip Bishop here?
you
Your hair really quick.
We'll ask the 8 ball. Did the boyfriend do it?
That's not really good either. Right, computers. I think you're.
It is certain.
It is certain.
Allegedly.
It helps you.
I used to love the hell out of these as a kid.
What's that? The 8 ball?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Same with those little things we make with your hand, that folded up papers.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd write different things on it and then count stuff out.
Yep.
We do our little horoscope things, buy the little horoscope rolls at the grocery store. You get your TV guide, and
Yeah.
they had like the little fishing tide books and then the little horoscope rolls before the internet.
Yeah.
I was like 5 years old spending my lawn mowing money
Oh, yeah.
on horoscope books and dream guides. Oh yeah, are you talking about the lady, Lori, like the one with the really dirty mouth, the dude and the chick? They've been pretty tame lately. That's Your maniac is succubus.
Yeah. I don't think she's been around too much lately.
It is incubus.
You know, like I've had 3 different psychics tell me that I have a spirit attachment of a little kid, you know, and it's come up like over and over and over again with me. And you know, I'm thinking, we're sitting around talking the other day and I'm thinking about it, and my mom, the other day, I hear her like talking, you know, and she's kind of gone downhill in the last couple of weeks. She's not really walking or anything right now. And I was outside working, you know, and I came in I came in the house and it's dark. It freaking gets dark here, you know, like 5:15, 5:30. And it was all dark in the house, and she was sitting in her bedroom and she was talking to what or who, I have no idea. But I come in,
Melissa to who?
yeah, I turn the lights on, you know, and I go in a room and I turn the light on. And she was like, "Where did Rob go?" She looks at me and she's like, "Where did Rob go?" And I'm like, "I'm right here, Mom." "No, not you, little Rob." And I'm like, "There's only one of me, Mom." And she's like, "No." She goes, "There's a little you running around here. He was just in here." And I'm wondering if she's like seeing my little kid spirit attachment. And it looks like me.
And that could be where this confusion has been coming up.
Yeah. It's really strange.
I never put the two together like that. I just thought she kept remembering you at a certain point, but I didn't get why she didn't do that to your brother.
Yeah. Yeah, she never does it to him. She's never like, you know, where's
What
the
if it
little bird?
is like a doppel?
Yeah. Because yeah, I mean, a long time ago, long time ago, I should have a kid right now, but it didn't happen. And I wonder if that spirit attachment is that little kid. I wonder if that's like my kid that
Because that would still
she,
look like you. You're not going to run with long hair and, you know, this and that.
yeah, she looked right at me and she's like, "No, not you, little Rob."
But with the child, I mean, like at that point with the child, like that's what I was wondering, like, do you stay the same age, like when it have been a baby spirit, or does it shift into like that age? You know what I mean about the ages?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
But that's curious because we've talked about that child down to, if you guys notice our intro, Rob has a picture of a card that has the child on it. There's a reason why he has that card in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that where is that? Yeah, that picture is, let's see if I can do this.
You guys are awesome.
I'm gonna pull those out of here for just a second. The picture that Jamie's talking about is right here. And yeah, that's a deck of cards that I have called soul cards. And I was doing a review on those, and I was like, oh, you know, I'll just pull one for myself. And it was the very last card in the deck. And that card came up, and it's like a picture of, an adult with their arm around this little kid with his arm reaching up. And there's like light or something coming out of the head. I think it was Katrina Cooper told me that I had a child spirit attachment and they were seeking wisdom from me or something like that. And that's right after that, I pulled this card and I was like, I'll be damned. It's a weirdness.
But not when you think about it.
No, yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
It makes sense.
Sure. Yeah, she's seen that. She sees that a lot. And yeah, she talks to my stepdad who died in 2016. She has conversations with him. And like I went out to the surfboard shop the other day and my brother and my nephew were out there and my nephew gave me this lemon poppy seed cake and he's like, oh, you think grandma would like this? The neighbors brought us over this big tray full of all kinds of cookies and cake and stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, she'll chow that. And I got home and made her some coffee and I cut a couple little pieces of that cake, took it in there and I came back out. It was like 15-20 minutes later and I hear her talking to my stepdad who, like I say, passed away 2016. And she's telling him to come over and try this cake because it's really good. It's just like, okay, I'm going to just let them have that conversation in there.
I think that's what our minds do. Either like we talk about either right before we're about to pass or when we're in a stage of Alzheimer's, dementia, something happens to our brains and it's opening us, it's opening us to that.
Yeah.
And so like it's not her time to go. She just is having whatever's going on is giving her that connection to whoever is waiting, for her.
Yeah. Apparently there's a bunch of people waiting. Cool. You have those cards too, is there, Anna, huh? They're cool cards. I like them. Very, there's no, if you have them, there's no descriptions or nothing. It's a total intuitive deck. Like it's just a picture, no book to go with it, no nothing. They're pretty cool cards.
Yeah, Katrina's the real deal.
Bro.
Say bro.
Yo, bro, what's up? So, spirits, do I have a child spirit attachment?
Please.
Do I have a child spirit attachment that my mom sees?
Ask who the child is your mom sees.
Who is the child that my mom keeps seeing and talking to? Is it my kid in spirit form?
Oh, is he learning from you, from Rob? Wow. Not the entire time.
Has he learned anything good from me?
Sound like phone reception, like coming through, like something trying to come through. Did you hear that? That noise underneath?
Yeah. Has he just been picking up all my bad habits?
Does he know your mom would be his grandma? Does he want you to play with him? Did you have a toy turn on at your house too?
Yeah, a few times.
What I thought.
I had a Yoda that used to just come on and start talking in the closet. In the middle of the night.
You should try leaving some like toy cars out and see if they get moved. Like mark where the tires are. Or put like
Jane had that happen at her house. We left. I went by her house and picked her up one day. It's a few months back, and she had I think it was a little car or truck or something, and she put it on the table and drew a line in front of it and in back of it, right where it was at. And it was about an hour or two later, a couple hours later, we came back and walked in, and that damn thing had moved like 6 inches. And we were freaking out. She was calling her boyfriend, texting him like, "Did you come by the house? Are you screwing with me?" He was at work, you know. She's like, "Did you come by here and mess the, you know?" And she was with me, so you know, it wasn't me or her that did it. And he's like, "What are you talking about?"
It was the dog on the table.
Yeah. Is my stepdad, has he been around the house here lately? If so, can you say the name that everybody used to call him? Everybody used to call him Bubby. That's what my mom calls him, is Bubby. All right. Is there anybody else here with us at all?
And what would you be?
Hmm?
It sounded like someone's like, yes, yes.
Yeah. Who's here? You have to tell us your name.
If you know it. You said hello. So what you like to be called?
And you
Keep hearing Bert. Bert and Ernie.
Lip plumper still doesn't work when you don't have an upper lip. It gives like a little shelf to the little slit, but doesn't pump your lip up.
Punch yourself in the lip, and that'll give you the puppy lip.
I just want an upper lip. No, I got a big scar here from when I got my face split open as a kid.
All right, we can pull a few cards. Hey, you know that pistol that I got, the brand new one that I had that broke, and I had to send it back. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I got to send it back again.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It didn't break this time, but what did happen is yesterday I got the mail and I opened it up, and it's from Smith & Wesson, and they're like, your gun has a recall on it.
Oh, Christ on a cracker for what?
They said the hammer inside the gun manufactured during a certain few months, of which luckily mine was manufactured in those few months. I put the serial number in and it came up.
But the one you sent back was that?
Yeah, it's the same serial number. The gun they sent me is the same serial number as the first one I had. They replaced it. I'm sure they just, stamped the serial number on the new slide, but according to them, they say it is. I don't know. It said it has to be sent back. That something with the hammer has malfunctioned in some of them, and basically, if you shoot the gun, it can repeat fire without you pulling the trigger. So that's not
shit.
safe.
That is not safe. I was gonna say, could that be the reason why your other gun blew where it blew? Wow, yeah, I would definitely want to get that fixed. They are just on a roll right now. I'm feeling confident in them. Wow.
They're good though. They take care of the problem.
No, they are. That's an excellent company. That's why I'm so surprised.
At least this time they said it would be 10 days.
And you don't have to like rehold it with the like reholding. I don't remember Florida law. Like California, we gotta hold 10 days each time.
Nah, I'll just send it out FedEx and then they ship it back to me FedEx. I have to sign for it when I get it. So yeah, it's going out tomorrow.
Here, FedEx, I have to send all these guns. The guy would just, and the ammo, he'd just look at me. He'd like dump these ammo boxes down. So pissed off. I'm running FFL.
Yeah, really. Send me a couple of shirts and new range bag. Got to pack the gun, right?
They're going to?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, nice duffel bag. It's always nice to carry your ammo and your cleaning kit in.
Yeah, I bought that gun for a carry, like an everyday carry gun, and the damn thing's been I haven't got to carry it that much because it's
Been in the shop.
It's been in transit back and forth.
Like this other computer I got sitting over here. For a few months, that motherfucker traveled around the country more than I've been. I'm like, can you guys stick a bumper sticker on it every like shop it stops at? I'm living vicariously through my laptop at the moment.
Yeah, Zariana, speaking of Kia, we have a Kia Soul and it's got a recall on it too. So I got to take it in to get fixed. I'm hoping they fix the, I have a ABS brake light that's out. The little relay is out in the back wheel. And I got a buddy who's a mechanic and freaking parts like $150 his cost. I mean, I can put it in, no problem, but yeah, my everyday carry that has a problem. It could just rapid fire, pull the trigger once and it turns into an automatic.
An automatic.
Stop
So
shooting.
from a single shot burst.
The deck I got in my hands right now is the Oracle of 7 Energies.
This plumper has hella clove in it. There.
Mary wants a card. So a card you shall have.
Oh, hello, Mary.
All right. Card for Mary. It is the Bearing Fruit card. Looks like a big tree with a trunk with a face in the trunk. And looks like it has all kinds of energy and fruit and butterflies and everything else in it. So what it says, the Bearing Fruit.
Use these ones tonight.
Key concepts of this card. are birthing, the results of hard work, an idea, or a consistent thought manifesting into form, the relationship between an external world and the internal world of feelings and beliefs. If your life were a tree, what fruit would it bear? Envision the results of your efforts. You put into achieving your dreams and desires into a partnership with the divine. Can you see the way you think, feel, and believe reflected into the material world? There is also a correlation between what you see and what you expect to see, what you intend consciously and what you project unconsciously. Everything is intrinsically connected. Magic flows through you from the unseen world into the world you perceive. Moving from the realm of non-ordinary reality to ordinary reality, your birth ideas and thoughts into you birth ideas and thoughts into forms and bring your most cherished desires to fruition. Not all ideas will bear sweet fruit. Sometimes you will reap a sour and bitter harvest based on your sense of your personal narrative and your assumptions about others. You are in a powerful and fertile season of your life when you're particularly good at making these things happen with very little effort. Pay close attention to what you're manifesting now. From your career to your personal relationships, your influence is strong at this time. If you don't like what your life is yielding, prune the proverbial tree and get into alignment with what genuinely lights you up. Remember, your birth into the world that which you pay most attention to and consistently hold within as your truth. Be clear about what you intend. Can you make this commitment? Again, that was
Okay. I'm
Mary.
gonna do one. Who was that? That was Mary's, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to do Sherry. I started keeping names at the bottom there. So far, we've got Azariana Breer, Sherry Christina.
Whoa, card just completely flew out of the deck. I'm going to say,
Give that to Azariana right now.
okay. Yeah, like flew out of the deck and landed over on the other
She
side.
literally asked for a flying card, so
Okay, there you
I
go.
mean, I give the pop outs, but that was a flying card.
Yeah, it flew out of the deck. It is a higher view. Yeah, that was weird. I've had some pop outs, but that one flew out of the deck.
You ask and you shall receive.
Higher view. The key concepts from this card is seeing from a higher perspective, conscious neutrality, letting go of a judgment and assumption, non-attachment, the ability to remain unbiased. Sometimes our lives are suction cupped to the ends of our noses and we can't see beyond ourselves. This happens to everyone once in a while. We fall into an automatic response to life and react from a learned, conditioned place rather than one of awareness. Being in my printing on this page is weird. Being in reactivity keeps us repeating old patterns. Conversely, the avoidance of our triggers could keep us in the comfort zone, policing our attempts at new things. The way to be successful in your endeavor to connect with others is to step out of your sticky perception of the world. Imagine yourself sitting on the back of a bird 1,000 feet above your life. Would your perspective change? From a higher point of view, you can see for miles. You would let go of naming or blaming the obstacles in your way and instead easily discover a path to more beautiful and compelling vistas. More can become available to you in all aspects of your life when you're able to step back and get a little distance. You can wait before responding, be more graceful in your interactions, and see how everything is connected at every experience, and every experience is a gift. The world is wide open for you today. All you have to do is move to a higher ground, be mindful, and celebrate the spectacle of life's dance. And that's basically what the card looks like if you were on a bird looking down on life or whatever you might want to see. Whoa, man, the flying cards are happening. It's weird. 2 of them came out that time. I'm going to leave them face down.
Oh, wait, I've been mic'd. I'm sorry. I got Sherry's. I was saying we're going to get everybody's cards in, even though it's getting close to 11. And I got Sherry's got to pop out here equilibrium card that I was doing while you were reading that one. My gift to you. I bring you a vision of a new world where peace, harmony, and collaboration prevail. In you, I see a potential for inner peace and a gift for bringing equilibrium and balance to any group of which you're a part. To ignite these gifts, you must first be willing to put all of your hidden agendas out on the table. Own and take responsibility for your ulterior motives, and your self-trust will grow. With self-trust, you can create the safe space necessary for others to face and embrace their own shadows. This is how to co-create a truly peaceful world. There is self-organizing intelligence that naturally arises when people are empowered to be who they are and are encouraged to contribute passionately to the ever-evolving whole. Remember to be playful. What's the point of a new world if you can't enjoy it? And I'm going to take pictures for you, Sherry, because it gives you like another bit of story behind the card. And I'm going to send that to you. Christina was going to give her spot up due to time because she was going to go to sleep. If she's still there, maybe if you want to do hers.
All right. I got 2 flyaway cards here. This is the first one. Who am I doing? Christina?
Yeah.
All right. It is the Spirit of Gratitude card. It looks like a lotus flower on a cup, like a teacup, but the teacup has ears on it. Strange. Let's see what it says. Looks like ears to me anyways. May look like something else. But looks like an ear on the side of the cup. Maybe it's a handle. Looks like an ear to me. Spirit of Gratitude. Key concepts of this card. The prospering power of prayer, communication with the divine, expressing deep gratitude as you move through the world, knowing that your prayers will be answered exactly as they are meant to be. In prayer, we connect directly to our higher power. It is a way for us to be in communion with the divine. A reminder that our lives are sacred conversation, we are continually engaged in. Prayer lets us know we are not alone. A power greater than us acts on our behalf and is activated through us, sufficing our hearts and minds with a faith that in life is affirming, loving, and compassionate. When we pray, we acknowledge that we are only part of the equation of life. The spiritual aspect is always in operation. We encourage we engage in humility, knowing we are a co-creative partnership and have so much to be grateful for. Expressing gratitude and asking to be of service is the most powerful, prospering prayer of all. When you focus your attention on appreciation for even the smallest aspects of your life and what you have already experienced, it's like waving a magic wand. Everything you need comes to you without effort. Obstacles fall away and your purpose becomes even clearer. The kind of prayer that will prosper you and others today is one of deep, abiding gratitude. You become a magnet for miracles when you are grateful and ask to be channeled for divine purpose. Divine abundance, love, and compassion. The power of Source is within you. Now is the time to awaken it.
All right. I think Lori's. I was gonna do Breer, but I think Lori's been waiting, so I'm gonna do one for Lori. And I don't know if Breer got hers. If not, do you want to do hers?
Yep.
All right. So I got you, Lori. You got the Insight card. And I'll take a picture of that for you.
When you look all three of those cards and notice there's one that looks exactly like Robin Williams. Have you seen that one?
I've looked at them all, but I didn't.
You'll know it when you see it. It looks just like Robin Williams. To me, it does anyways.
I'm going to have to look again. Because sometimes I'm under influences. Which you think then it would stand out even more.
Be crazy. I have that deck right here. It'd be funny if I just open it right to that corner.
Wait. Why do I not see it? It's, oh. I'm reading the page number again. All right. My gift to you. I am here to invite out the rebel in you, the poet, the lover, the mad scientist, the revolutionary. There's something only you can do, something your entire life is prepared for you for. It is time to take a risk, to shake up a system. You may make waves. That's okay. Whatever you do, stop listening to the status quo. I can't say the word right now. Status. I can't say it right now. This is not. This isn't my. Bleh. This is not about venting or blaming. This is about being creative and being open to love. You don't have to know exactly where you're headed or why in order to trust your inner voice. As you courageously forge on a new pathway, don't be surprised if your timing gets better and breakthrough insights come your way. Dare to be who you are, and you will ignite the creative rebel in others wherever you go. I think that's good for you, Lori. I like that one. I'm going to send this to you. There's more.
Does that look like Robin Williams, or am I just tripping?
Holy shit. Totally. I don't know how I didn't notice that.
All right. Breer. The Enchanted Sea. Key concepts for the card: stepping into the unknown without a map, moving beyond your comfort zone, choosing to do things differently, trusting in the ebb and flow of life, being in the dark, and letting curiosity lead the faith that all will be well. Your comfort zone is sometimes exactly that, a safe, familiar harbor. You finally come into yourself. You have a sense that you don't need more than what is available. right where you've landed in life. Now, however, is not one of those times. Now it's one of those words I can't say. Now, like the archetypical, I am saying it wrong. I know I am. Hero's journey. The universe is inviting you to step into the uncharted waters. Something is stirring. Adventure is calling. You may want to resist the urge because it will involve leaving you in the comfort zone. Will involve leaving your comfort zone. But embarking on this journey is essential for your well-being. Navigating the uncharted aspects of yourself means you won't have a map because no one else has ever been here. On this journey, you cannot rely on the help you would typically expect from others who have gone before you. This is completely new territory. It's yours to explore. You're invited to be a pioneer, a path maker, a magical cartographer who draws the map with your own life force as the ink. This is the day to dive into a novel experience and fully immerse yourself in the new. You don't know what the sea of possibility has in store for you, so stay curious and refrain from judgment of the need to label. Give yourself time and freedom to be curious, without the limitations and boundaries projected by your memories or expectations. You are in an amazing place right now, and you will never be the same for surveying these waters. That's pretty interesting. And it is good to get out of the comfort zone every once in a while. It does
That
you open up new doors.
is so true. I think we had everybody, but we've got Janice in YouTube that wanted a card. So I want to make sure we get her too. Did you want to do her?
Sure. It is the Feeling the World card.
I like that one right there. That had a cool vibe to it right off the picture.
And it would be, wow. It's card number 13. I opened the book right to card number 13.
Lucky number 13.
Yeah, key concepts. Sensitivity to the feelings of others, awareness of the whole world, and a broader perception, empathy, overload, and overwhelm. Empathy reminds you that you are not alone. It is a beautiful capacity to feel the connectivity all around you, giving a profound sense of belonging, a broader experience of being part of a larger whole. That said, it can also be overwhelming, especially when you don't know where you end and the rest of the world begins. Where you end and the rest of the world begins. Now is the time to be clear about your boundaries. Ask yourself whose energy you've turned into. You might find it's not even yours. Not tuned into. Sorry. If you're feeling off or drained when you're with someone, they may be siphoning your energy. In such an instance, this connection is not good for you, no matter how charismatic that person is or how attracted to them you feel. Do not mistake codependency for closeness or allow your boundaries to become too porous. Trust the instincts and take care of you. Practice saying no. Avoid the temptation to turn off and go numb. Instead, be present. Somewhere in the middle of this feeling spectrum is where the magic is. You are also being asked now to be aware of how your words and actions may affect others. While it's not your job to determine how someone will respond to you, discernment is necessary. Be firm, yet kind. Keep in mind that people-pleasing will not give you what you truly need. That said, your empathy is beautiful and important. It just has to be balanced in order for you to access this wondrous gift. Today, celebrate the beauty of your sensitivity and that of others.
I just got a bloody nose out of nowhere.
Uh-oh.
I haven't had one of those in a long time.
Cool. Hopefully we got everybody.
Oh, it's 11:11.
Showing up is.
Make a wish, everybody.
William, we're using right now we're using Oracle cards. The deck I'm using is Oracles of the Seven Energies. And the one Jamie's using is the Wisdom Keepers deck. Yeah, 2020. It's rounding up to be the end. The end of 2020 is fastly approaching. Is 2021 going to be any better? I'm not holding my breath. But who knows?
People are going to wish they didn't wish 2020 away so fast.
Yeah, really. It's probably going to start out in the suck zone.
My ass is already puckering up, getting ready for it. No, we always, what we say, we prepare for the worst, but we pray for the best.
Yep.
So I'm always holding my faith no matter what. Down to the last thing, I got my faith, and I will pray for the best.
And no matter what it is, we'll just ride it out.
Exactly.
Kicking ass the whole way.
One foot in front of the other. All you can do.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, cool. It's 11:11. We're going to end it on that note. It's a good time to end.
Yes.
Of course, 11:11 is come and gone here. It's 2:11 here.
2:11 for you, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for hanging with us. And we'll see you Sunday night. Paranormal Soup will be back.
With Carol.
Who?
Carol Obley.
Carol Obley. We've had her on before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a pretty good medium.
Cool. It'll be an interesting show Sunday night, so be sure to check us out with your host, Jason Bland. Jamie and me will be hanging out in the chat room. And,
as always.
We will see you there, and we'll be back here again next Wednesday, midnight my time, 9 o'clock Jamie's time, 10 o'clock if you're
in the middle somewhere.
And for y'all that are like in Arizona, or not Arizona, Australia and places like that, I have no idea what time it is there right now.
It's like tomorrow at lunchtime.
Wow.
I don't know. Probably tomorrow waking up close to lunchtime.
We're just here, Weird Wednesday, time traveling, different times everywhere. Y'all have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with us, and love y'all. See you next time. Bye-bye.